Hopefully I'm not gonna talk for too long, but and the lighting is bad. But I sincerely just wanted to, I'm looking at my cat, run my mouth while I apply press on nails for the first time. It is the eve of my birthday. This is what the nails look like. Oh, she said happy birthday. And this is her info, if you could read it. But and the nails were a birthday gift in themselves, so pretty excited. Again, it's my first time. Oh, it comes with adhesive. She gave me instructions. Oh my gosh. So okay, I'm doing these nails because tomorrow is my birthday. I'm turning 23. It's my Jordan year. La 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 la, all that good stuff, right? I kind of wanted to like talk about not aging, but it all ties into each other. I want to start off with a topic that my friend had actually, she had mentioned it. Shout out to you, girl, Cameron. She said something about, like, I forgot how we got on this topic. We were talking about like how the scenario of people from different walks of your life being at your funeral and like what that would look like, and kind of just like how you would be perceived once you're gone. So we're just saying, like, you know, in general, like it'd be nice to live a fruitful life and of course always be kind to people. And what would your legacy look and sound like, look like as far as what's left after you're gone? But we're more so talking about perception. So like, what would people say at your funeral? And honestly, I was like, I feel like that would be such a weird experience for my family, because I think me at home and around my family is almost a completely different person than anybody else. So I was like, you know, if my coworkers or managers went to my funeral, I think certain things would align, right? And I'm just saying what I think. Also, this kit came from Amazon and there's no instructions. So I'm just gonna put dehydrator, primer, dehydrator first because that makes sense, and then the primer. Actually, I'm gonna use the alcohol at first, extra dry. Or I guess this makes it clean. Anyway, I was like, I feel like that would be such a weird experience for my family. I've told my mom, like, you know, the way that people think of me, and she's just like almost laughed in my face, like, what? You? No, that is, oh, I meant to push my cuticles back. I can't tell you how many times like I've been called an old soul, and I think that she would agree to that extent, but that's where the overlap comes in. As far as like, oh, you're so mature for your age and you're just so forward thinking. And I'm not saying it in a way like to mock them either, but that's just how I talk when I'm like mocking other people. But I'm not saying it to be like rude or disrespectful. It's just what I've heard. Like, oh, you're so like forward thinking and like super duper intelligent. Now, my mom doesn't think I'm dumb or closed minded or nothing like that, but maybe because she's my mom, obviously she sees me more intimately than like coworkers and things like that, and like other friends. But she's just like, yeah, I don't believe that. Like, who and why would someone tell you that? Because nah. Now and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I really think that it would be a hoot and a holler. Like, I think everybody would agree that I'm like funny to an extent, like fun to be around, because I think that I am. I love my own company. And I'm not saying that to like be full of myself and eat my own butt. I'm saying that because I know I'm funny. Like, I know I'm like unintentionally funny, and I know how my humor is received by those around me. So that's why I say that. And also because like I make myself laugh. So that sounds like really like big-headed and unhumble of me to say. I think it would just be really funny. Like, I think they would be so shocked. Like, wow, I didn't, she has such an impact, and I didn't, I don't get it because we don't know her like that. And I mean, the same thing is with them. I've always, like, you know, as I'm getting to know my mom for who she is as a person, beside being like a mother and like a disciplinarian as I'm getting older, she's not a stranger to me, but I think that she is to an extent. In the same way, like, you know, I've been a manager for most of my professional career. So the same way that I have a guard up whenever I'm interacting with people at work in general, but specifically like subordinates and like associates and things like that, I can't be too friendly with you because I'm your superior, and that's inappropriate. So the same way my mom be like, yeah, I'm not one of your little friends, she's still my mom at the end of the day. So there's just a lot of things, and it's also generational things too, because I've talked to her about this. Like, you know, I've been wanting y'all to tell me like just something, but I see y'all as strangers. Like, and I mean, to an extent, they could say the same thing about me. I don't know everything about her, and I just think she's this mystical being the whole time. She's just a person, but she is a mother to me, and a friend to somebody else, and a significant other to somebody else, and a daughter to somebody else, and a sister to somebody else. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know my mom as a granddaughter. I don't know her as a sister. Like, that's my mother, and we have that maternal relationship as such. So now, how do I know which hand is left and right? Because one of my fingers is different. Up until this year, I would say up until these past couple months, like, I've been feeling old. Old in the sense of like almost like hopeless. Like, there's not much else you can do. Like, literally, I didn't play it because I was like, I don't subscribe to this right now. But the song Liquor Store Blues by Bruno Mars, like, I wasn't no alcoholic, but you know, I would drink from here and there. And when I was drinking, I was sad, and I would drink alone. But I'm acting like I was like drinking. I mean, drinking for me is like drinking low key, because I don't do that. But as far as like having like one or two seltzers by myself in my room, why was you doing that? I still think that's like kind of crazy. And yeah, the song resonated with me at the time because um you know, I wasn't really doing nothing with myself. I was drinking seltzers in my room after getting off of work. And I wasn't really like building my life up to amount to anything. And I was, oh, maybe this is one of these fingers. I think I was 19 at the time, 18 or 19. And I was just like, oh, my life is over. Like, you're washed. Now, I think that because I can't really say I put enough work in yet, because I haven't reached my potential. And that's I love that feeling that I have right now about myself, because at one point I didn't feel that way. How are you washed at 18, 19 years old? I just feel like I have this new invigoration about life, and like I have a desire to live. Not that I ever wanted to die. I never wanted to die, but I figured at one point that I might as well. I'll put it like that. I have just this newfound like invigoration about life, and I think because I'm actively in a position of like I'm so tempted to bite the tip of this off. This is freaking glue. These feel like really sturdy, low key. I mean, I would hope so, but when I think of like press-ons, I think of like the Kiss nails in the beauty supply store, and those look so thin. I really want to learn and live and try and feel things that I haven't felt. I've grown up sheltered for the most part, so as much experiences that I've had and that I've been blessed to have. Like, for example, going to Disney, and I feel like growing up, like, people will make that out to seem like the pinnacle of my existence. Like, oh, you've been to Disney. I haven't been able to do that. Like, you're so blah, 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 blah. Disney is obviously not my last stop if we're meeting after we went to Disney at this rinky-dink school. Okay, not me, not me being recharged about school, but I'm not done, and I'm not gonna be done. I don't know when I'm gonna be done. Don't nobody know when I'm gonna be done but God. And I'm so excited to see what more God has in store for me. I know it's gonna be so much more of a challenge than I have bargained for, but it doesn't matter. Like, you don't bargain for life, you just live. I think at one point around that time that I was talking about where I was drinking and stuff, I was living according to like what should be and what could be. I was living like money wasn't real. I was treating people however I really wanted to treat them, which I still do, but in the sense of like just doing and saying whatever. Discernment was low. I love to be life student. That's another thing too that I'm embracing. I think that I'm so used to being like scared of everything, or like I have to know, like kind of be 100% in the know before I embark on something. But you are not gonna get too far doing that. If you could research everything you do before you do it, you're not gonna get that far. Like, and I wish sometimes it'd be nice to, of course, like not everybody wants to always embark on the unknown. It's scary. But if I were to live again how things like should be, I should know what I'm doing before I get myself into it. Like, I'm not gonna get nowhere, and that's not, I wasn't doing that. So I feel like I've accomplished so much in this past year, personally and like physically and like tangibly. I just wanna bop 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 bop. I'm not about to do that. I'm gonna keep it humble. And I want to make a video about that too. And that's why I smile like that. As far as like why I think it's important to keep it humble, because it takes you so much further than otherwise. Like, pride will beat your ass. And I'm not playing it like that. I'm not a prideful person anyway, but damn, like, I do think highly of myself. And I'm still amazed when I think that people see another version of themselves, or excuse me, another version of myself, not another version, but they see me in a different way than I see myself. I think that's so interesting. Wow, I'm like that. I'm not gonna lie, most of the time, yes, I am playing, but like 25% of the time I am playing into it, because I may recognize that I'm great, but as far as like, oh, like I'm great like that, like I didn't know that. And it just makes me feel like, hey, like, you know, I'm I'm allowed to feel good about myself, but I can't I feel like I can't bask in that feeling 100%, because one, I think that's how I should be. Like, I don't deserve no cookie or nothing for doing the right thing or doing what is expected of me, doing what I'm supposed to do. I like it better knowing that I'm a secret, in the sense of I don't want everybody to know that I'm great. Absolutely not. I would hate to be taken advantage of. Oh no, I'm about to put it on upside down. No. I would hate for the wrong person to be like, oh yeah, let me bite her. No, thank you. I got it like that, like, you know? But I don't, because I'm still learning. Like, if I were to sit there and be like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm not really making room for myself to be otherwise, if that makes sense. Like, to still learn or to still grow or be receptive. Like, take an opportunity or something, or search for an opportunity in your feedback. You know, if all I hear is, oh, I'm so fantastic, and oh, I'm so great, how much better can I get? Or if that's all I took from it, if that's all I took from it was, oh, you're so great, you're so fantastic, blah 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 blah. Like, where else could I go? I'm just gonna be great and fantastic. I'm never gonna be an improvement, uh, moving on up. Like, you could still be good and in the same spot. I'm proud of myself. I feel crazy saying that because I'm never proud of myself. If anything, I feel like I'm in like perpetual disappointment. Like, damn, that's all you did? No. Now I'm like, wow. I've developed so much in the past year. I have so much more developing to do. Okay, I'm done. I feel like the lighting here is so bad, but the nails are cute. Do they look weird? I'm excited because now I have nails and they give like, I had a daycare counselor in elementary school, and her nails would be like this, but they would be like the long curved ones. I'm gonna have so much fun during the year of 23. Otherwise, I'm gonna learn a lot because when I don't have fun, I'm learning. And then after I'm done learning, I'm having fun. So one of the two. Yeah, it just looks like it's sitting on top. Like, it don't look like it's like my nail. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. If you like the video, like the video. If you didn't like the video, don't watch me ever again. Subscribe if you like me. I am going to be more consistent. That is a goal of mine. I'm wrapping up. I shouldn't be going on a tangent, but I'm going to go on a tangent for a second. Because I'll be so like, oh my gosh, like I really want to talk about blah, 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 blah. But one of the things that I've also been learning is that I love sharing and I love talking, but I also sincerely, like, it's just unfortunate where things are going. So I still want to keep this enjoyable and keep this as an outlet and keep this as like something I like doing. But I also have to like kind of dial back with the expectations that I had. Like, this is a childhood dream of mine to be like just recording and uploading. And I think I have a different vision of it now as an adult. I do, not I think. And there's just certain things that I can and cannot do and will and absolutely will not do. There are certain things that I think I'm more inclined to share than other things, as much as I really want to share them. So it's just things like that where I'm like, really think about the future. And if not the future, like the potential of what sharing this could translate to, and just all this other stuff. Like, it's not really, I think because it's on the internet and like anybody could see it, it's just something that holds me accountable as a person, as well as like other people, whether that be like personal relationships, strangers, emphasis on strangers. Like, there's just certain things that you can and cannot do. As much as I may want to do or say, and I'm also learning that I don't want everybody to know what I do and say. I definitely don't want everybody to know what I do and say, right? But some things I have where I'm like, maybe I'll post this at a later date if I'm comfortable. But you know, I record a lot. I just don't post them. That is a goal for me though, to be more consistent during this time of my life. I'm doing a lot of different things. I'm entering not only a new age, but just a lot of changes, a lot of good. I'm done talking, and you're done watching me talk, and you'll see me later.